onto the field. And the Yellow Jackets will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Off-play action on first down. Under fire. They get him a flush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Going downfield for the big play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, the inside give. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He lofts one down the sideline. Catch inside the 25. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
And on that 3rd down, that play is set up to beat man-to-man coverage. You see the receiver, the ball gets thrown out in front of him, and he's able to get away from the defender, make some people miss, use the speed, setting up 1st and goal.
The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy. They all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Blasted as he lets it go. Wide open downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
That's an absolute strike right there, giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Rushes on him. Steps away. He'll pull it down. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And that's a great play call by the offensive coordinator because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
He uncorks one deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Here's the pressure. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And this defense gets the sack and puts them in 3rd and long. And I tell you what, this offense, they just got to stay out of those situations. Last drive, they got in it and they had the punt. This drive, getting in it again, predictable situations are really hard to protect your quarterback.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Catches it at the 15. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And the Yellow Jackets can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's a heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
The Yellow Jackets really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoke the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Running into the open space. He's loose down the middle. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
They'll throw it to the back of the screen. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up.
Going to take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. And the Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Working that left side. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And as a quarterback, that's what you want to do on these deep go-route type throws. You want to put a lot of air under it so your guy can turn around, locate it, and then make the catch.
Yeah, and that's so hard to stop. I mean, I'm running full speed down the field with a guy that's this fast, and I don't know where the ball is and when it's coming out, and trying to make a play on it is extremely difficult.
It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him twice. Shoot, let's go to him a third time.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success. not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Oh, he's got some space. The tag. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Dogs!
And when you run these screenplays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back, but look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Going right to work up top. Looking for a huge play. Brings it in down the left side. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. It's no surprise at all to find a Georgia defensive lineman wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Nah, find those big, physical, aggressive dudes that can be physical enough to play the run in the SEC and then pin your ears back and go get quarterbacks. Georgia does that and finds those guys really, really often.
The Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
And the Yellow Jackets with the 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Gets it out fast. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Let's it fly. And they will score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stay.
The extra point is blocked. That's a live ball. He can take it back for 2. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes. This is a gamble. Slips through the line. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field. Breaks into the open. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Georgia.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Wants to throw on first down. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Yellow Jackets are in the hurry-up.
How about that athleticism by the tight end, stretching out and diving to haul that pass in. Great play.
The Ramblin' Wreck and the Dogs have been fighting it out for a long time. No, people forget Georgia Tech is a charter member of the SEC, and that was a long time ago. First meeting back in 1893.
Yeah, and reportedly they wanted to join the SEC later, and Georgia said no. But how about this? Tech has a line devoted to Georgia in their fight song about how much they hate them. So that gives you an idea of how deep the hate is.
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, makes a diving snag along the right sideline. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10.
3:25.
They'll go to the ground. Got some room in under the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run from the shotgun. Turning it on! Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. He's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got two guys on.
So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the catch. It's Hendricks. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket. They're a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Takes an easy completion. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Georgia going up tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Looking to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hope. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Finds his big tight end. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to pass on second down. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. It's good. Now up by 4 here in the third quarter. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Bulldogs will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any of you are this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Oh, my. He just shanked that one. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Handoff from the shotgun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Hope. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The RPO, it's complete. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. You've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Vanderbilt has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Nashville. They're up by a field goal over Tennessee. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wants to go up top on first down. He lets it fly. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the tailback. There he goes. He's piled up 112 yards on the ground so far, and he is closing in on that 1,200-yard mark for the season. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on.
Wide open spaces. Touchdown Bulldogs. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Things getting tough for the Jackets as the hairy dogs putting the bite into this one.
Georgia,
oh, they blocked the extra point. Now he can return this. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Sets up the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Dogs! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. Pass to 50. Pass to 30. 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And he's going to bring this one out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Going to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a big stop for the defense. That running back has had so much success. You're down in the football game. You need to get the ball back to your offense. You create a play like this. This will get the fires going, get the juices going. Now we got to go get a few more.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls.
Breaks into the open. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. He'll keep it himself. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
Oh, better look out! And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. The Dogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The option look. The pitch. Got the first down. Looking for more. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
The Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Now they'll run the draw. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the gun, the ground game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a nice job by this defense, getting in the backfield quick. They got in there so fast, anticipating pass on third and long, but they reacted so well to the run, get the tackle for a loss, and now probably going to force the punt here.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jumps on the field.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. From the gun, running back on the move. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Looking downfield on first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. There's 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter. They become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Quick completion on the out. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Quickly to the tight end. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
And the Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Ball at the 31, third and short coming, defense trying to rise up.
Slide 22. Slide 22.
They'll run it from the gun. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Now, a fourth down.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Quickly complete. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. They'll move the wide receiver. They want to run this quarterback. Got enough for the first. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And I tell you what, the defense has really contained that quarterback run all game long. But in a big spot in the fourth quarter, they let him out of the cage. He gets out of the pocket, makes the run, and gets the first down.
Turning it on. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
And the Dogs will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Runs through a tackle.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Quickly out to the tight end. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. Between the uprights, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running to the left. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
The Yellow Jackets have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. It's a seam wide open. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better.
They fake it. The kicker's looking to pass. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the 2-point conversion. The clean, old-fashioned hate was evident, and now Georgia Tech has even more reason to hate the Dogs because the red and black come out on top. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.